Hi, folks, on the ACC Digital Network. I'm Mike Hogewood along with Chucky Brown, former NC State star, and there's bad news for North Carolina. They lose to a number 1 seed Kansas, 70-58. And, Chucky, they had a lot of things going against them before this game ever started.
Right. Well, they were playing in Kansas City. Kansas had the crowd, first of all, so it was sort of like a road game for Carolina and a home game for Kansas.
And Roy Williams never beaten Kansas. And, you know, it started out, though. North Carolina, so you start thinking, hey, there's going to be an upset here. Tar Heels go up by 11 in the first half.
Yeah, it was looking good for Carolina at first, but Kansas got it together later. They turned the ball over in the first half. Carolina got a lot of easy baskets. You know, they couldn't really make shots, and I think Carolina could have had a bigger lead if they could have made some shots.
Yeah, that's the key right there, Chucky. First half, nobody's making shots. Carolina goes up double figures, but nobody's shooting the ball well.
Right, because P.J. Harrison struggled early, McAdoo struggled early. But, you know, they stayed in the game due to the turnovers. I thought Withey altered some shots, didn't block them in the first half. He altered shots in the first half.
All right, and you talk about that shooting. P.J. Harrison and McAdoo were a combined 11 for 36. Now to the second half, completely different story. Chucky, a completely different Kansas team.
Yeah, in this half, Kansas got the ball inside, got it inside to Withey. He got some dunks. Relaford took it to the basket, got some layups. On the other end, Withey blocked shots in the second half.
How about Withey? 16 points, 16 rebounds, 5 blocked shots. That's unstoppable for North Carolina.
Yeah, well, Carolina didn't really have the size. McAdoo is pretty much a slasher 3-4 type of player playing against a legitimate 5. So Withey had the strength and the height, and McAdoo couldn't really deal with that.
And just could never get it going from outside. All right, season's over for North Carolina. Give the Tar Heels a grade.
We'll give them a midterm grade since you're a professor. We'll give them a C- at the midterm.
Okay, I'll go with that.
But an overall grade of a B+. I thought that Roy Williams did a great job with what he had. He didn't have the normal studs, the normal lottery picks. So I give him a B+. I thought if it wasn't for Larinaga's year this year, Roy could have easily been considered Coach of the Year.
You know, I agree with you that, Chucky. But now Tar Heel fans want to know, what about next year?
Yeah, next year, if everyone returns, I think that Carolina will have a very good team. They'll be atop the ACC without a question. The thing they may have to worry about, McAdoo may be thinking about leaving because he was considered a high draft pick before the season. But I don't think he had the year to leave. So my advice to him would be to come back to school, and he will be very good on a very good team, and that will increase his draft stock.
And you know what, Chucky? There's some Tar Heel fans that are giving him that same advice.
Oh,
For
yeah.
Chucky Brown, I'm Mike Hogewood. You're watching the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.